Are you tired of doom scrolling on your phone due to what feels like some sort of a social media addiction we all have? Well, this video might be for you. How's it going, guys? I am Chad, and this is the Hopeful Homestead. You're out here right now in my little tiny cabin with wheels, and this is a series of videos I like to do called Coffee Talk, where I sit down in this little cabin I built and talk to you guys about all things fatherhood, faith, and freedom. Now, in today's video, we're talking about social media, the addiction we all have to it, and the desire we all seem to have now of just wanting to stop all the doom scrolling. And in a previous video, I discussed this a little bit, but I thought I'd make a quicker video today, just giving you guys an actual step-by-step guide that's a simple trick that my wife and I used in the past month to actually quit social media and get out of the habit of feeling like you're constantly checking your phone mindlessly for absolutely no reason. And I'll tell you, it's been quite a joy to be free from it. What we decided to do at first, and we didn't know for sure if we were going to completely just quit having the apps in general, but what we did is we immediately uninstalled the apps from our phones. I didn't uninstall them from my iPad. I didn't log out of them from my computer. I kept all that on the devices that I use at home so that when I am home, I can check it and still know what's going on in the world, check in with friends and family through Facebook, all that kind of stuff. But I wanted to make sure that the device I'm carrying around all the time in my pocket was free from that temptation and the apps were gone. And so my wife and I both uninstalled Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the things. We don't have TikTok or anything, so we uninstalled all the rest of them. And we did that for 3 weeks. And we didn't intend for it to be 3 weeks, but it ended up working out that way. And you know what? They say a habit, it takes about 3 weeks, 21 days to make or break a habit. So 3 weeks seemed to be the magic number on accident for us, because after about 3 weeks, we decided to reinstall the phone, or the apps on our phone, because we sort of got tired of not being able to easily post. Like, we wanted to be able to share our life with our family that live far away and whatnot. Like, we were realizing we were missing out on being able to share what's going on in our life. And so we realized there was some value to social media in that regard. So we reinstalled the apps very cautiously. And then what we decided to do was make sure that all of the apps are not enabled to have any notifications whatsoever. So that means none of the apps will have that little red bubble on them, drawing you in, making you want to go clear it out, because there's psychology involved in that if you see that you've got an unread notification, you've got to handle that. You've got to go in and clear it out. And what happens when you do that? You open Facebook, you go to the notifications, you clear it out, and then inevitably you're there, and that video button at the bottom is there, and you'll click on it, or you'll go to your home page and you'll be able to have reels and videos and stories and all that right there, and you'll just immediately fall victim to the doom scrolling instigation right there that ultimately for me, I realized was starting from wanting to clear out unread notifications. And it seemed like, especially with the Facebook app, it was like I could clear out the notifications, close the app, put it in my pocket, and then immediately open the phone and there's already another unread notification. And I think Facebook knows what they're doing, and they know people will go back into the app to clear that out, and they know they'll then get caught up in watching videos or consuming more content on their platform. So by deleting the apps and actually getting out of the habit of constantly checking the phone, and that did take some adjustment. There was an adjustment period where I would pull out my phone and realize, oh yeah, I don't have the apps. And you realize, man, I do check this, and I do have the instinct to check this more often than I should. And then once I fell out of that habit, reinstalled the apps and disabled the notifications, I have now had the apps back on my phone for about 3 more weeks, and I have not fallen back into that cycle. I have, from whether it's the 3 weeks of taking time off from having the apps on my phone, or if it's because I don't have the notifications enabled on the apps anymore, I open my phone, I use it for whatever I'm needing it for now. I don't have the instinct to want to check social media anymore. So those two things did it for my wife and I, and we honestly have felt a lot better in our day in and day out routines, where we're able to actually stick to what we're supposed to do and not be interrupted in the middle of the day, and not have our moods be shifted in the middle of the day by getting lost in some sort of negativity online. So that's my tip for you. Hopefully it's helpful. Give it a shot. Uninstall those apps, and if you don't feel like you can go full 3 weeks, maybe just go 7 days. Uninstall them for 7 days and get used to it. Then reinstall them and disable all the notifications. So you can only find out if something's unread if you actually open the app and go in searching for it on your own, rather than being led into it. And I bet you'll be pleasantly surprised at how well this works for you. And hopefully it accomplishes the goal of getting rid of that social media addiction and stopping all the doom scrolling. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this is the Hopeful Homestead. My name is Chad, and this has been another episode of Coffee Talk. I like to talk to all the dads and husbands out there that are trying to just get through life and navigating through all this stuff we have to deal with. So I appreciate you being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks, guys.